Hey guys, over the years I've personally used a variety of supplements. At one point I was taking over 10. Now that's not realistic for everyday individuals because it can take over your life and you can just forget about the reason why you started taking supplements in the first place when you get to the point where you're taking a large amount every day for various means such as improving performance, aiding recovery, maximizing muscle growth, helping fat loss, improving gut functioning, aiding sleep, managing stress. The list goes on. Those are all the reasons that I was personally taking supplements over the past 10 years, and they did peak about 6 years ago at 10 supplements a day I was taking. So I don't want you to be in that same position I was in. So I'd like to provide you with a series of videos that goes into depth on certain individual supplements that I've personally used. Let's get to the first supplement that I'd like to break down, and that is one of the most common and popular supplements out there, protein powder. It is everywhere, from plant-based to beef-based to whey-based. You've got all types of protein powder available on the internet today. When I first started out, when I was probably 17, it was available, but it was more in the bodybuilder niche. I knew a couple of bodybuilders that trained very hard and took protein powder. I didn't take it at the time, but I was around them and they would take protein powder. Back then it wasn't as tasty as it is today, and the mixability is totally different. It used to be quite thick and gloopy and just not tasting great, but it's come a long way due to the demand in the market wanting more protein powder to taste better, to mix better, to help them with their goals. Now, protein powder, as we know, is absolutely everywhere. It's in supermarkets, it's in major stores, it's online. You can practically get it everywhere. I personally used a variety of protein powders. Ones I've used are beef powder, I've used whey, I've used plant-based. Now I want to give you my honest opinion on all the supplements around protein powder, on all the protein powders that I've personally used, and let you figure out where you may want to go with your own personal protein powder use. Now the majority that I've used, is whey protein. That's because when I first started out, there was research everywhere detailing protein powder to, particularly whey protein powder, to be the number one for muscle growth, and that was my goal. And if that is your goal, then you're probably leaning towards whey protein powder, or you've probably spoke to someone that is taking whey protein powder, and they're maybe explain, look, I take whey protein powder, it tastes good, it mixes good, so you may want to as well. And there's a ton of research out there as well, and even articles and online information that will pretty much point you in the direction of whey protein powder. Now there's a couple of reasons why that is. Number one, big companies out there who sell protein powder, they're going to make a lot of money off whey. If the majority of people want whey, they're probably going to be pushing that in articles and online information. So you'll probably see whey protein as the number one. However, I'm going to break down in this video why a variety of protein powders, or protein across the board from a variety of protein supplements, can be beneficial, not just whey protein. Now, whey protein doesn't always agree with individuals due to how it's created. So it's from a product that is from an animal, that is from a cow, it's from a cheese, and then it's created into a whey. So it's got elements in there that could affect your gut functioning. So if you're quite sensitive, you may not be benefiting from whey protein. It may not sit well with your gut. So you may want to choose a different source of protein powder. Now, there's other options out there, and that's plant-based protein powder, pea, rice protein. I'm personally currently consuming peat and rice protein. This is because I found that whey protein, even though I've consumed it for many years, I just felt like I didn't want to consume it anymore because it just wasn't agreeing with my stomach. I was getting issues and side effects from whey protein powder that just wasn't agreeing with me, such as my stool sometimes wasn't consistent when I was consuming whey protein versus plant-based protein, which I find it's more beneficial for my gut. I find it doesn't affect my gut functioning, and it doesn't give me any digestive issues like whey protein did. So I'd say that's probably one of the main side effects of whey protein, is the gut issues it can cause, and issues it can cause from how it is produced. So plant-based might be a better option for you. Now, also you have beef protein. So beef protein, again, may agree well with you. You may find your body digests it, and you may not get issues. So I would say those are the main 3 protein powders that I personally would recommend. However, if you're going to go for a whey, I wouldn't go for the whey protein concentrate. Whey protein concentrate is a cheaper whey product. Therefore, you have additives like sugar and other stuff that are mixed in with the whey protein concentrate, which again could cause issues with your gut. But also as well, you're not going to get higher quality protein per 100 gram, which is what you want. And one of the reasons and the main benefits for taking a protein supplement is because you're probably wanting to increase your overall protein intake for the day. And I totally get that, because that was one of my main goals as well. When I was first started out in training, I wasn't eating enough protein. So I felt that whey protein supplements would give me an edge and would be a good idea to consume to get more protein. And you're probably thinking that as well. That's maybe why you're watching this video, because you want to learn more about a protein supplement and how it can aid you to get your protein in for the day. Now, so whey protein concentrate, I probably wouldn't recommend. I'd probably pay a little bit more for whey protein isolate if you are going to go down the whey route. So whey protein isolate is a higher quality protein. It is probably similar in terms of mixability and flavor, etc. as whey protein concentrate. I've tried both, and it's a little bit more expensive. You're probably going to pay an extra 20 or 30 pounds for a tub of protein powder. So be prepared to pay a little bit more, but the quality is higher. Per 25 grams of the scoop, you're probably going to, I think it's a 30 gram scoop, but you're probably going to get about 25 grams of protein, and it's quite a high amount. Whereas a concentrate, you may get about 20 grams. So again, you're going to get less additives with the protein isolate and less sugar as well. So you're going to get more of a higher quality protein per scoop, which again probably pays off in the long run, because that's ultimately why you want to consume protein, is to get high quality protein into your diet and onto your muscles, ready for them to recover and maximize growth and potential and aid performance and recovery. So I'd probably recommend, if you're going to go for whey, aim for whey protein isolate instead of whey protein concentrate. Now, in terms of beef protein as well, you're probably going to end going for whey protein isolate. And also with beef protein, you are going to get high quality protein, and it's going to be less probably consistent with the mixing, and it probably doesn't it doesn't taste as nice as whey protein. So yeah, beef is not as luxurious in the taste department and mixability as whey, but again, you're going to get high quality amount of protein from beef, because it's from an animal source and it has what's called amino acids, which I'll go into in a sec. So the third one was plant-based. Now with plant-based protein, it is a high quality protein, but you have to be aware it is slightly different in terms of the makeup of the proteins within the actual supplement, and I'm going to break that down now. And this is what's called amino acids. You've probably heard of them before. We have over 25 amino acids in the body. However, there's 3 amino acids that the body just cannot produce. So we have to get those 3 essential amino acids. These are EAAs, essential amino acids, and the body needs to get them from food. So it's really important that you choose a protein powder that has amino acids, and they do differ from brand to brand. I would personally recommend Gold Standard Optimum Nutrition. They have quality standards that I am familiar with and have used them for many years, and I feel like the products is of a really high standard, so I'd recommend that brand. So there is the first video on supplements. I hope that was helpful. I will be explaining in my next video more about creatine. So stay tuned for that one. I'll probably be dropping that in the next 5 to 7 days. If there's any questions that you feel you'd like me to answer, then shoot them over, or drop me a email, adam@themilnermethod.co.uk, or head to my website. If you have anything else you'd like to add, feel free to add a comment, but also please subscribe. I'm focused on growing my channel. It's the first time really that I'm trying to help as many people as I physically can and give them as much information for free as I possibly can to help them. I wish you all the best with your journey on finding the right supplements for you, and stay tuned for my next video. Bye for now.